And it's the start of a brand new week. Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome along to the Chapel Hill Marina here in Lincolnshire. And this morning's United Kingdom talk on Monday, the 14th of September 2020. And it could be time, boys and girls. Although I think we've missed this. We've missed an opportunity. We've missed an opportunity to all get naked together. Oh, yes. Is it doing it for you? Now, I just want you to close your eyes just for a moment and picture us all together naked. You know, DSLDG2, Mick and Mandy Davenport, John and Sherry Parish, Michael Pullman, Mark Bowles, and me. Just imagine us all sitting there completely naked together. Is that doing it for you? Is it? I think it is, isn't it? Yes. Oh, what a lovely thought to the start of the week that is. Because in this morning's Daily Star, we've actually missed this by a day. It happened yesterday, unfortunately. We're going to have to wait till next year for this. But in the Daily Star yesterday, Nudist Yesterday celebrated Naked in Nature Day. Is that something that would appeal to you? Not me. I'll be honest with you, no. Naked in Nature Day. While it's not an official event, popular Instagram page Get Naked in Australia has been promoted it. Is this something that you've been doing, Michael Pullman? Have you been walking around the house completely naked? Do you walk around the house completely naked anyway, when there's no one around, or perhaps when there's someone around? I don't know. Not my sort of thing, really. It says in the lead up to September the 13th, this Instagram thing has been urging all its followers, 226,000 of them, to explore the great outdoors in the buff. You see, I'd be worried about wasps. Wasps and, well, I mean, certainly in Australia's. What if one of those huntsman spiders suddenly jumped on it? Or a snake? Trust in me. A recent post reads, a reminder that yesterday was the 13th of November. It's GNA, Get Naked in Australia. Naked in Nature Day 2020. It's not yet an official day, but we're trying to make it one. For the second year running, Naked in Nature Day aims to promote people getting outside and spending time in the outdoors minus their clothing. Perhaps you've already tried something like this, have you? You ever been naked? What about those of you with enclosed gardens? Do you do it out there? No. It says, find somewhere secluded, grab your mates and get involved. I don't think I'd like to see any of my mates naked, to be honest. No. Can you imagine what it'd be like naked with your mates? While we celebrate getting naked in nature every day, we found that setting a date really encourages people to make that extra effort and get involved and spread the body positivity. I don't know. There's a few positive people on here, I think, too. Get Naked Australia encourages followers to take snaps of themselves being at one with nature. They tag the pictures with Naked Nature Day, and there's been some brilliant submissions so far. Take a look at the cheeky gallery below, and we cannot show you these pictures on here, boys and girls. We might upset someone. Oh, it's got really smutty, that shot. Gary Owen would be firing off an email immediately, wouldn't you, Gary? He's back now. Gary's back now, Friday night show. But I'm very disappointed. There's not any fit ones. As usual, they're pictures of women's bums. No disrespect to you ladies, but it just doesn't do it for me. And none of the blokes are fit. They're all like sort of my age. Not very pleasant at all to look at, to be honest. Yeah, where's the young, fit scaffolder ones? Like what John Aitken had working opposite him the other day. Are they back again, John? Are the scaffolders back? They're going to get some kit off today. I'll tell you that now. It's going to be very, very hot. Have you seen the weather? Have you seen the weather forecast? Huh? Look at this. The Metro's version. Summer is not quite over yet. The UK is set to see temperatures soar above 30 degrees centigrade, that's 90 Fahrenheit, from today. From today, especially if you're down south, a little bit cooler up here, but down south, 30, maybe 31. Thomas Shaffer was saying on the BBC Breakfast News this morning. I'm so glad he sorted his hair out. What a mess that looked during lockdown. Christ, I mean, if I can do it myself, surely he can. Did you see the state of his hair and all that? Oh, God. He looked like a son of Jeremy Corbyn, didn't he? Dear me. Well, he's sorted it all out. Nice, tidy haircut he's got now. I've done mine at the weekend, did you see? I did this yesterday morning just before church on the telly. Yes. I'm getting good at this. I can do that quite quick now. 10 minutes now. 10 to 15 minutes. It's all done. I'm very pleased with how I succeeded. Must have saved myself £240. Which one of you wants me to spend £240 on them, taking them out? Well, I've got to do something with the money, dear. You know, got to do something with it. Where are you in the country? You might get very hot today. Britons flocked to the beaches and parks on Sunday in a bid to catch the last few rays of summer. Oh, they'll all be sneezing and coughing. Dear me, just like great niece Evie was yesterday. Oh, yes, there I am sitting there, and she proudly announced, her mother proudly announces to me that she's now got a cold. She went for months, no chest, no cold. She went back to school Monday. By Thursday, she had a cold. And she sniffed all over me. Oh, no. So I'm just waiting for it to... I think it's festering at the moment, to be honest. I'm feeling festered. Rather festered than pestered, believe me. Yeah, they all flocked to the beaches and parks yesterday, apparently. According to Met Office, it's going to get even hotter as winds blowing up from Spain. Those Spanish like us, don't they? They often send us a little bit cold. It's our freight. Can we have Gibraltar back? No, you can't have it. Stop asking. Yeah, but we sent you... No, you can't have it. Where will it end if we start giving away islands left, right and centre and little bits of rock? We'd have nothing left here. Yeah, but we said, no, you can't have Gibraltar back. Go away. But they don't mind, really. Every now and again, they look at their little internet maps. I think, oh, it's a little bit cold over in the UK. Let's send them some sunshine. And they push a button and warm air blasts from Spain. Don't get any of that from France, do you? Have you noticed that? Not once have they sent us any nice weather. Rude. Rude. And all those lovely migrants that we take off their hands. You would have thought they sent us a nice little bit of sunshine now and again. Nope. More and more of them, pouring across in their little boats. We go and rescue them, bring them over. Do you get any thanks from France? No, nothing. Not even so much as a cheap bottle of champagne sent over from Mr. Macron. Mr. Macaroni. What a funny name. Is that his real name, Macaroni, and just makes it short so that people don't take the mick out of him? Mr. Macron. Hello, could we have some of your sunshine? Oh, no. Oh. Well, we took the migrant. Please come. No. Oh, please yourself. Don't need your sunshine. The Spanish send it over, thanks very much. Thank you, Spanish people. Holla. Temperatures will surpass 30 degrees centigrade, that's about 90 degrees Fahrenheit, for the first time in 4 years in mid-September. 4 years ago that happened. Do you remember it? Were you around? What were you doing? Mark Bowles, I think he'd met his girlfriend at that point, Mark Bowles. He's got some blooming cheek, Mark Bowles, this morning. He's got some treat. So last night, he wasn't here for the bingo, right? So, to check he hasn't fallen off the system, he's got the audacity to send me this message this morning. Quote, drank 12 pints of beer last night and shots. Feel sick, sore throat, sore head and need my bed. Well, that's your own fault, dear. Don't come crying to me. Well, you could have done. I would have put you up, to be honest with you. Here's the... I'll be tuning in this morning. I didn't win the bingo last night, did I? Please tell me I didn't win the bingo. No, you'll have to watch it back, dear. And if you don't watch it back and find out whether or not you won, you may find that next week you don't get your bingo tickets. You better start checking, Mark Bowles. What a cheek. What an absolute liberty, dear. I mean, like I said to you before, why bother turning up at all? What I can do for you is just print off your bingo tickets, right? I'll mark your cards off. If you win, I'll automatically send you a present. No need to claim at all. And that's it. You won't have to do a thing. Won't have to lift a finger, dear. Nope. You've gone down the bar with your mates. Christ knows how that Tina puts up with you, dear. Won't be long before you're kicked out. But don't worry. Mummy Chris is here, ready to take you on and your little boy as well. I'm going to be a mummy. I've told you last week, I've got all the adoption papers sorted out. Just waiting for your signature. They're in the post. They take a few months to come through, and then you can do a dirty den on Tina on Christmas Day. Make up some sort of row and then slam these papers down on there. There you are, my dear. I'm off. And then you just turn up at my house with your little boy. He's got his own little room. I'm going to have it all decorated in blue. What is he like? Now, let's think. What's he like? What's your little boy like? Is it cars? Dinosaurs. I bet he likes dinosaurs. Am I right? You know I'm right. He likes dinosaurs. We'll get dinosaur wallpaper, and there's his little room. Of course, you'll be with me. I'm so much looking forward to my new life with you, Mark. Bye, Tina. She friended me the other day. I'm waiting for the abuse to come through the system. Anyway, back to this weather here. According to the Met Office, yes, above 30 degrees in the south of the country. A little bit cooler up here, but still hot. Most of the UK will see plenty of sunshine for the rest of Sunday, well, yesterday, for the rest of Monday, with temperatures expected to reach up to 26 in the south and southeast yesterday, 30 today. Okay, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Will you be doing anything, going anywhere, or anything like that at all? We'll be going anywhere. We went out for a little walk yesterday. Here, look, there's me and great niece Eva and Harry. Stacey's taking the photo. That's actually, we're actually very close to a river there. Can you see the river? You can't. They are literally standing. Well, I say a river. It's a tiny stream river. They're literally standing. Now, can you see that stick that Harry is holding? Oh, the trouble we have with a stick. You see, the trouble is with children, as you well know. Once one of them sees the other one has got something, the other one wants something. And that is... Now, was that Eva's stick? That was Eva's stick there. That was Eva's stick. Can I have a go at your stick, says Harry, on the left. I picked up that stick. I said, oh, look at that, Evie. And do you know what Evie said? Do you know what she said to me? She said, yes, a pain and suffering stick. That's what she calls it. Of course, we have our very own head of pain and suffering on this channel in the form of the delightful Mandy Davenport, boys and girls, who does look after the... You didn't hear that, did you then? Let's do that again. We have our head of pain and suffering on this channel, Mandy Davenport. Now, you still didn't hear that, did you? Why is that not working? Just a moment, there is an error. Why is that not working? One moment. Yeah, I see that working now. Mandy Davenport, head of pain and suffering on this channel. And little Evie, I picked up this stick. Oh, shut up with you. What's wrong with this damn thing? So I picked up that stick, gave it to her, and she said, that's a pain and suffering stick, the stick that Harry's holding on the left there. So Harry wanted the stick. I can't remember the exact story now. Harry wanted the stick, so she gave it to him for a while. Then she wants the stick back. Harry won't give it to her. So then she caught on a strop, bit of a strop, and she does this false crying. You know the false crying, boys? You go, and goes over. Oh, come on, let's get you another stick. I said, as quick as possible. So we walked over there was a path there, walked over the path and went slightly into the forest. We didn't go in too far because there was some brambles and stinging nettles and stuff like that. We had to find a new stick. The first one was too heavy. It was a bit too heavy. So we found a second one that was a bit too heavy. The third one she was happy with. So picked up the stick and we carried on. And then after about 10 minutes, she threw it away again. Couldn't be bothered to carry it. Then they found that is a pain and suffering stick. A pain and suffering stick. Well, aren't they funny? One sees one, then the other one wants it. And then there was an oak tree. There was an oak tree. Oh, yes. Oh, do you know, that to me reminds me of a song. I'm coming, oh, tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. It's been 3 long years. Do you still want me? That was a great favourite of non-Irish Mary, who we lost last year. The lovely Mary. And they climbed up this oak tree. Yeah, about how high were they? About 2 to 3 times their own height. They're on this branch. They look quite strong to me. And it was an acorn tree. And we were collecting acorns off it as well. They were picking acorns because I told them that I picked up 3 acorns. No, was it 5 acorns the other day down at the house in Bracknell. And I'd planted them in plant box. Because years ago I planted a couple of horse chestnuts, you know, conkers. And there's a tree now right outside, just not close to my door, about 10, 12 foot away from my front door now. There's a young horse chestnut tree growing. Yeah, it hasn't given any horse chestnuts, but every year it comes into leaf and gets a little bit bigger. Beautiful. So I'm going to do oak. I'm trying an oak tree as well. I'm trying to grow an oak tree from acorns. So we collected all these acorns, but they didn't want to. They didn't want to make trees out of them. They just wanted to throw them at me for some reason. I don't know why that was. And they were fascinated by the fact that there's an acorn in a little cup, because it's got like that little cup what it grows in, doesn't it? They were fascinated by that. Harry wanted to know what was inside one. So when we got back, we cut one open. And he wasn't impressed, and he wanted to know if you could eat them. And I said, no, you can't eat them. Give you a bad tummy. They might even kill you. So we're not going to eat the acorns. It was a lovely day yesterday. I had a little bit of a time out there. And if you want to go out today somewhere, the weather's there for you, boys and girls. I'm going swimming a little bit later on today. Yeah, there's an open-air swimming pool here, which I would imagine is fairly safe as it's outside in the open. I think it's only open now till the end of the month. I'm not quite sure when it stops. But booked in, you have to book in Woodall Spa Lido. They've got they had 2 7 p.m. slots today and Thursday. So I've booked in for both of those. Only £6. It's all run by volunteers, the Woodall Spa Lido, if you want to have a look at that online. Perhaps look up the website or something. And after you bought your tickets, it does come up. It says it's run by volunteers. It's not owned by. I don't think it's owned by the council or anything like that. It's like a private affair. If you could afford a donation, so I gave them another £2. You know, give them a little bit of a donation there. So looking forward to going swimming today. All the other thing we saw yesterday, they like the mushrooms. You know, mushrooms and toadstools. And we're walking along. I said, "What's that, Chris?" And it was like a mushroom. I can't remember what colour this one was. No, I think it was white. Maybe white. I can't remember now. Mushroom. I said, "Oh, it's either a toadstool or a mushroom." And Harry went to step on it. I said, "Don't step on it." I said, "Why do you want to step on it? Just leave it. Leave it." I said, "If you're really lucky, we might find some really pretty ones." I said, "There's one that's got a top on it, my toadstool, and it's red with white dots. Do you know the one? No, those toadstools, they're little red things, white dots on the top." And then we're walking along, and about 10 minutes later, we found a couple. They were excited by that. And then one with a brown all these different toadstools, funguses growing everywhere. Aren't they all fungi? Fungi growing everywhere. Beautiful things they are. And then we went back to Gary's house, and he cooked us dinner, which was very nice. I had 2 of these really spicy veggie burgers. It was absolutely delicious. Baked beans and chips. No cheesecake. I was mortified. There were no cheesecake this week. Very disappointed. Lovely dinner around Stacey's house there. We got the raffle happening today, boys and girls. Those of you that have been collecting your raffle tickets all week long, someone's going to win one of these today. All right. And also, we are doing for this week, maybe next week as well, because I've still got a few left. With your United Kingdom Talk fridge magnet, you will also receive a Scrap It Man sticker from my nephew, who's got his own channel. Scrap It Man, okay. You'll get one of those as well with the prize this week in the post. I mean, it's just all give here, isn't it? Give. That's what we do. We've got some pictures to show you as well this morning, boys and girls. John Parrish. Oh, do you know what? I don't know if I've set that up now. Just a minute. Let me have a quick look. Did I set it up? No, I didn't. One moment. I can do that now. They're on the system. I just haven't set the damn things up. He gets a bit irritated if you don't show his pit. You haven't shown my pictures. 1 minute. Right, there we go. That's all set up now. I'll be able to do that for you a little bit later on in the show. So we've got some pictures from John Parrish to show you. Why have I got Mick there? Oh, no, I've done his one, haven't I? Done his one. Okay, there we go. And put that back there and put that back there. There we go. Yes, we've got a couple of pictures to show you from... Lovely pictures, very colourful, from lovely John Parrish and his missus. And if you'd like to see those, we will require this morning 23 likes. 23 likes to show you the pictures this morning. All right, let's have a quick look at some of your names coming through there this morning. Good morning to Jason Hughes, Diane Jebb, DSL, DG2. Good morning to you. There's our Mandy Davenport. Morning. Michael Parman, good day to you, sir. He's come off the nighttime bingo, haven't you, my love? It was a bit much of an arse to be up at that time of the morning, Michael. All right, I've taken you off at your request, okay? Just the Sunday one, of course. All right. Morning to Denise Andrews, head of Ducks on this channel. Morning, Denise. There's John Parrish. Morning. Gary, 2 tickets. Ross is in the house. There's Sherry. Morning, Sherry. And her own. She's got her own YouTube channel as well there. There's Mark Bowles. What a cheek. Have I won the bingo? You'll have to look back and check, won't you, dear? Sorry, it's too much effort for you, dear. I really am. Oh, dear. Morning to Christopher Woodhouse. Morning, Chris. I'll give you a ring after the show, Chris, all right? Morning to... Is that everyone? Goth Weiler. Hello, Goth. You beautiful lady. Hope you're well, Goth. Mick Davenport, good morning to you. Michael Lawrence. Good morning to Michael Lawrence. He's back with us Sundays. Aren't you, my love? Hello, little Michael. There's Jeff. Morning, Jeff. I've watered your plants, Jeff. Watered all your plants the other day. Okay, was that yesterday or the day before? Saturday. I watered your plants Saturday, Jeff. I'll do them again at the end of the day because it's going to be quite dry today. Very hot here today. Okay, so I'll do them again today for you. Chris has just had his eye test at Boots the Chemist. He's had a bit of a trouble getting a decent pair of glasses, haven't you? Dear me. Shocking. There you go. He's been to Boots the Chemist. I was offered the option of 2 pairs of hard contact lenses. Oh, I don't know what they are. They're not those things that you attach to your eyes. What are they called? Hard lenses? Them things that people drop them in. Oh, I couldn't have something attached to my eye like that. No, thank you. I'd rather have a clear pair of glasses. He's got prisms. I like prisms. They're pretty, aren't they? Are they the things you shine lights through and they come all those little colours? Colours of the rainbow. Red and yellow and green and blue. Purple and orange and pink. That might be the wrong words there. I can't remember now. Hello to Andy V. Good morning to you. He's been out for a walk with the dog this morning. Hello to Tony King. Parkness, good morning to you. Scrolling down there rapidly. Colin K. Hello, young Colin. All right, Colin. Scrolling, just scrolling by the light of the moon above. Parkness is hoping for decent weather. Got a couple of BMWs to fix after work today. Oh, are you a car repair person? Thank you, Mandy. No, just playing your jingle there, Mandy. Thank you for jumping to attention. I love you, darling. Lovely pictures of you and Mick, incidentally, you were posting at the weekend. Beautiful, your soulmate. I wish I could find my soulmate. Can't really find a soulmate, unfortunately. No, can't really find my soulmate. Oh, well. Let's scroll. There we go. Michael Bowman, naked gardening. Seems all right if they are fit. Otherwise, please leave your clothes on. I already eyesight problems. Oh, well, you'll be all right then, Michael. If you've got eyesight problems, I think walking around naked is excellent. You won't see the other people, especially in none of this lot on this channel, darling. It's good to be in touch with nature. Yeah, unless it's a snake or a spider or a scorpion. I wouldn't want to touch one of those, thank you very much. Good morning to Steve Carter. Hello to you, Steve. Dave Holland. Good morning, Dave. Fran Green. Morning, Fran. That's all right, Jeff. Happy to do that for you. Yeah, Park Nesters looked up the song. Look, oh God's sake. Red and orange and yellow and green, blue and indigo and violet. No, I don't think that's the correct words. Poor Michael Palmer, when he was falling asleep while he was playing the bingo. Poor thing. All right. Righty-ho. What else have I got here? But actually, talking of the weather, it was really hot in this caravan last night. I don't know why, because it wasn't hot outside. You know, I opened the door and the cold air was there. Thing is, when you're doing a show, you can't have the door open. Not at that time of night. You know, I'd say that time. We're talking 8 o'clock at night here. But you don't really want to disturb other people, so I do try and keep the door closed. But it was so hot, I had to put the air conditioning on. Cold air was coming out. This van, it does, once it's heated up, it does seem to retain the heat for a period of time. You know, I didn't have the heating on last night. It was quite all right last night. I watched this. Oh my God, you've got to watch this Netflix film. You've got to watch this Netflix film. It's called #Alive. Okay, it's one of those dubbed films, but dubbed films are all right. Just if the mouth movements are putting you off, just look at their eyes. The same as you're doing now. I very much doubt you're looking at my mouth, are you? You're looking at my eyes. Do the same with a dubbed film, and it'll be fine. You know. Won't have a problem there at all. And the film is called #Alive. Literally, #Alive. It's a Chinese film. And it's been dubbed into... I say Chinese. I suppose it could be Japanese. It's got those funny little squiggly lines in the eyes. So it's one or the other, isn't it? I don't know. You know the little like, hieroglyphic picture writing that they have. It's got that. And... It's supposed to be a horror film, but I was killing myself laughing. It's basically about zombies. So this virus comes down. You got to watch it. You will kill yourself laughing. It's supposed to be a horror film, right? This virus comes. Where's the virus? You get it. I don't know how the virus is transmitted, but it turns people into zombies, and they start eating each other. Or eating people that haven't got the virus, and when you get the virus, once something's bitten you, you've got it as well. It is the funniest thing ever. The way they move, and when they're running after you, I was absolutely wetting myself watching that. Even if you watch the first half hour, please watch that. On Netflix, it's called Alive. #Alive, okay? Look at that one. Very, very good indeed. I think I've got another little Netflix film to tell you about that I saw advertised. Let's see if I can find that on here. Here we are, in the Daily Mirror this morning reported. Netflix fans are urging people to watch the Social Dilemma documentary, but some left it with them immediate anxiety after being told their every move on social media is being monitored. Now, I wouldn't be surprised at this at all. I really wouldn't. You know, if you're looking at something on the internet, someone somewhere will also be able to see what you're looking at. They will be able to see you looking at something. All right, they might not be able to see your face, unless you've got a webcam on. But they will be able to monitor your screen without you even knowing about it. I mean, really. It was like when I worked for the telephone, when I worked for British Telecom. You know, you soon learnt that you never really want to have a private conversation on the phone. There's any one of 1,000 places that someone can clip onto simply with 2 wires and listen to your conversation. And you won't necessarily hear a click in your ear either. It's just the modern equivalent to that's why we all had to sign the Official Secrets Act, you know, so that if we heard anything, we wouldn't regurgitate it to anyone else. Or repeat it to anyone else. Well, in the Daily Mirror, it says a documentary exposing the dark side of social media has been labelled both distressing and a must-watch by Netflix fans. So I need to watch this one. The Social Dilemma looks at the way in which social media has impacted our lives and how many of us never consider how closely our every move is being monitored. And I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Doesn't really bother me, to be honest. I don't do anything. I don't think that would make anyone's ears prick up too much or eyes, whatever. But nevertheless, I'm sure this is the case. The film, what's this mean? It dropped on Netflix. What's this been written by one of those blooming millennials again, is it? Who can't talk proper English. It dropped on Netflix. There's some thickos out there, isn't there? Who writes? It dropped. It dropped on Netflix. I'll just repeat that. This is in the Daily Mirror. I'll correct it. The film appeared on Netflix this week, with the synopsis reading, "This documentary drama hybrid explores the dangerous human impact of social networking, with tech experts sounding the alarm on their own creations." Experts who have worked for companies including Facebook, Pinterest, Google, Twitter and Instagram. I don't know what Pinterest is. What's that? Google, Twitter and Instagram all feature dishing out some pretty ominous warnings. The 2-minute trailer sets the tone with sound bites, including, "What I want people to know is that everything they are going online is being watched. It's being tracked. Every single action you take is carefully monitored and recorded." What people don't realise is that there's entire teams of engineers whose job it is to use your psychology against you. I always felt that fundamentally it was a force for good. I don't feel that way anymore. There you go. So it's not just, what they're saying, it's not just when you click the little box or follow a link. You know, even me scrolling up and down a page here, reading that news, right? And maybe I looked at, I don't know, a picture for 10 seconds. Oh, we looked at that picture for 10 seconds. Let's have a look at that picture and see perhaps what we can sell him. It's all about selling his stuff, isn't it? Crap that you don't need. Viewer said, "If you only do one thing today, watch The Social Dilemma." So we'll give that one a watch as well. The Social Dilemma. In fact, I'll write that down. I've got 2 films to watch now. Social Dilemma. I should be able to watch that tonight, I think. Social Dilemma. Watch The Social Dilemma on Netflix, as they encourage anyone and everyone to watch it. One said, "You need to watch The Social Dilemma on Netflix. It's mind-blowing and honestly makes me feel dirty. It makes you rethink social media." A second wrote, "So The Social Dilemma is reality and not a Black Mirror episode?" No, it's reality. Another added, "The Social Dilemma is the scariest and most amazing thing I've ever seen on Netflix. But some warned it's too much to handle. Don't watch it. Immediate anxiety. I'm ready to throw the whole phone away. I feel scammed and like someone's watching me all the time." Isn't there, I saw someone said before, you know, if something's free, then you are the thing they're selling. I'm sure I've heard that. Something like that. If something's free, you are, that's it. If something's free, then you are the product. Because they are always trying to sell us crap, aren't they? You know? The amount of emails I get through trying to sell me, I don't know, an over 50s life plan, or I don't know, cruises to the Caribbean and all that. In fact, a new annoying thing now, a new annoying thing on Gmail is that every time you try and delete, this is on the phone, it doesn't happen on the computer, on the phone. Every time you try and delete an email that's trying to sell you something, it asks you, why do you want to delete it? Is it inappropriate, irrelevant, just an inbox cleanup? Oh, what's all that about? Just even more stuff, innit? More stuff to do. I don't know, really. Morning to Daniel Holmes and Frank Martin in Orlando. Morning, Frank. Morning to you there. Do you eat anything while you're watching these movies? No, never. Mick Davenport has sent a £1.99 super chat this morning. Thank you, Mr. Davenport. There we go. Let me give you a couple of raffle tickets to ring Gary and get him out of bed. Is he not here yet? Is Gary not here yet? He's usually here by now, isn't he? He was busy cooking our dinner yesterday. It was quite nice, actually. He did a nice dinner, Gary. I'm going to give you a couple of free raffle tickets, Mick. Our Super Chat prize this week, anyone who's sending Super Chats this week, every time you send a £1 Super Chat as a tip, thank you very much, I'll give you a free raffle ticket, and that's the prize this week, okay? It's our pink tree backdrop. Just to let you know, it looks like the flamingo on the left is part of the backdrop. It's not. That is a separate model, all on its own, okay? All right, just in case you wondered, it is just the pink tree backdrop. So I'm going to give, that's the Super Chat prize this week. I'm just going to give Mick Davenport a couple of tickets. There you go. 216, excuse me, Emma. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, don't say that's Evie's cold. Come on, me. I shall be disappointed. 2 tickets for you, Mick. And they go in there. And the raffle for that one is on Thursday morning, okay? In Thursday morning show. Excuse me a moment. A little bit of a sneeze there. Morning to Daniel Woodhouse, your chickabeebles. Hello to you. Scrolling up quickly. Goth has watched the film. They're all blind zombies. Yeah, they're all blind as well. Their eyes went white and they were bleeding their eyes. It was. You've got to watch that film on Netflix. The other one I mentioned. #Alive. I put it on. What is it? I put it on Saturday night after last night of the proms. Did you watch that? I put it on and I was just howling. It's so bad. It's such a badly made. Is it made as a horror film? I'm sure it's supposed to scare you, but it doesn't. I don't know. Has Gary appeared yet? There he is. Gary Butler's appeared there. Morning, Gary. I'm giving one of your stickers away with a fridge magnet today as well, Gary, all right? Hello to Dylan. Morning, Dylan Hutchinson. Hello to you. And we saw our friend in Guildford appear there somewhere, didn't we? Morning, Ray Reynolds. Morning, lovely Ray. All right, darling. Gizmo's there somewhere. There's Gizmo. Morning to Gizmo. Morning, Gizmo, just joining us there. Yes, last night the proms. Did you see that? Oh, wonderful. I got to be on it. Jeff, now I've got to tell you, Jeff, if you're with us in Sheffield, he's got the caravan next to me. I wouldn't have done this had I ever known you'd been in a caravan, and you weren't, right? But I got to tell you, I was watching last night the proms Saturday, and you know, sometimes you kind of get used to a volume on your telly, and you turn it up a little bit more. Well, I got to tell you, when Jerusalem came on, the second version. Well, I'll come to that in a moment. But the Daily Mail's take on it, Emotional Britons have revealed how they sang along with rousing renditions of Land and Hope and Glory and Rule Britannia while watching last night of the proms on Saturday night. I watched it. Oh my God, I loved it. I made a little bit of an error on Saturday. I said the first part's on BBC Two. No, it wasn't. They didn't have it. They didn't have a first half. Usually they have the first half on BBC Two and the next half on BBC One, colour. Right? But the whole thing was on BBC One and it started, was it 8 o'clock? I can't remember what time it started now. But it was great. And we had the sea shanty. And it really worked. The only thing that didn't work was they had a lot of feeds coming in from various people's webcams all over the country, right? And they'd cut to a webcam and the person wouldn't be ready for it. And they'd see the webcam come on, so it was a bit like they're watching the telly. Oh. And then they'd start dancing. They should have told the people they were about to come to them. Then at least it would look right. But pretty irrelevant. I thought the BBC did quite a good job of that. I really did. The orchestra were all set out. They had actually extended the stage. I don't know if you noticed. They'd extended the stage so that they could get the slimmed down orchestra on there. And they all had these big gaps between them, playing their various wind instruments and the strings. And it was just fantastic. The singers were all spaced out. Actually, in some of the audience seats, they'd put them out there and obviously mic'd up, put microphones in various places. I thought it worked really well. And congratulations to them for doing the whole thing. And everything was great, except for one thing. They had a soloist singer. She was great. But they had a new version of Jerusalem. It was horrendous. Awful. Who on earth decided to absolutely butchered it? Fortunately, we got the proper version at the end of the programme. But they someone had rearranged Jerusalem. It was absolutely horrendous. There was this perfectly good singer screaming and shouting. It's dreadful. My ears were bleeding a little bit. A little bit like yours do when I sing. Horrendous. Who in their right minds mucks around with Jerusalem? Anyway, the BBC had, and then on the news the next day, they still went on about this Rule Britannia. For Christ's sake, drop it now. It's done. Why do they go on and on about something all the time? You notice that? So literally, as soon as last night of the proms finished, right? We were treated on Saturday night. Do you know what they put on? Only for 10 minutes, a couple of sketches from the two Ronnies. Oh, I love it. Both gone now, unfortunately. God rest their souls. Thank you for the years and years of fun that you gave us. The two Ronnies, we had about 10, 20 minutes of the two Ronnies before the news come on. And the news come on and the stories are coming out. And last night of the proms has just finished, even though it's surrounded by controversy over Rule Britannia. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Only because you said that. Only because you said that on the BBC. That's why if you'd have shut up about it, we could have moved on. Even then, that one of the first news stories was surrounded by controversy. There was no controversy. You want there to be controversy because you swung so far to the left. Let's hope Tim Davis pulls you back towards the middle. Horrendous. Rule Britannia, about Britain never becoming slaves, and we won't be. Nothing to do with having slaves. And besides, I wasn't there when the slave people were there. Why should I apologise? Nothing to do with me. Is it? What's it to do with me? Slaves. Nothing. It's what happened years ago. Terrible. Slaves and all. Terrible. But nothing to do with us now. Why do they go on about it? On the BBC all the time. Anyway, the corporation made a dramatic U-turn following a heated debate. Yeah, only because you started going on about it. That's the only reason there was a heated debate. Should have just left it alone. Got on with it as normal. Now delighted Britons have taken to social media to share their pride after watching Saturday's event, with several admitting they were moved to tears. Let me tell you, my dad used to sit there in front of Rule Britannia and Land of Hope and Glory in his armchair and he would be crying his eyes out, as indeed I do. And do you mind me telling you a little secret just between you and me? Okay? On Saturday night, last night the proms was on, and I got my dad's picture off the shelf and I put it next to me on the chair. Because he would have loved it. One said, tears in my eyes singing to Land and Hope and Glory on the telly. Best country in the world. Don't let them take them from us. You hear some of these people on LBC. Nick Abbott's one of them. Now, I quite like his show, but Christ, he hates this country. Go somewhere else then. He's British. The same as all those others are that moan about the country. Oh, this is a terrible country. We hate this country so much. These are British people who were born here. Well, if you don't like it, get off and go somewhere else. Go on. Bye-bye. We won't miss you. He does nothing but moan about what a tiny little country and how insignificant we are. He's so depressing sometimes. And yet other times he's very funny. He absolutely hates his country. Well, go somewhere else then. Go on. Off you go. Do your little show down a pair of wires or via satellite. A third added, just sang Land of Hope and Glory with the proms. Prideful tears are also in attendance. Because I went 3 years ago, 2017. Can't believe it was 3 years ago. I actually went to last night at the proms. You can't beat standing there and singing those songs with your flag. We was in a little balcony. We're very, very lucky to get the tickets. Very lucky. I knew someone that worked there. Yeah. Gave him a 50 quid tip. Absolutely worth it. Every penny. In fact, £500 would be worth it to go and see Last Night of the Proms and be in that audience. Amazing. Amazing. You'd be surprised if you ever go to Last Night of the Proms and you're or any sort of concert event with an orchestra in the Royal Albert Hall, you'll be surprised that the volume isn't quite what you would expect. See, if you've ever gone to raves and shows and the theatre and all that, you know, you're used to a certain volume. It's not there in the Royal Albert Hall. No, not really. No, you've got to listen. You have got to listen. It's not as loud as you would think. A reduced orchestra of 65 rather than the usual 300. You wouldn't have noticed, to be honest. They were really good. Of course they are. BBC orchestras, best in the world. Of course they are. You don't get in a BBC orchestra unless you're absolutely top-notch. They know what they're doing with these orchestras. A reduced orchestra of 65 rather than the usual 300 performed live at the venue on Saturday, but without an audience due to restrictions, with the singers placed in the stalls to ensure social distancing. There was some very good camera work in there. There was one bit where it kept flying over, and I did wonder if they had like an inside drone, or the way it moved. It can't. I thought to myself, well, that can't be on like a bar. Sometimes they put the camera on like a long, basically a stick like that, and there's another bloke down there pushing this thing round, right? But this thing went right round, and I thought, I wonder if they've actually got a drone in there, sort of an internal drone. What was that? Oh, the woman was Golda Schultz. That was the South African soprano. She was very good. Very good. The conductor seemed to be quite pleasant. She looked like she was really into it. But it was great. Great. Until along came a new version of Jerusalem, which was absolutely horrendous. Horrendous. Just awful. Fortunately, we got the proper version right at the very end of the show. And that's when I turned... This is where... It's a good job you weren't there, Jeff. I wouldn't have done it if you were there, Jeff. I looked out my window and I noticed there didn't appear to be anyone in that caravan there. And Jeff wasn't there. So I just turned it up a little bit more on the telly. Now, if you've got a caravan, you will know the sound insulation is practically non-existent. That's why where my studio is here, I face out to the field. And I close all my doors when there's a show on in the hope that all the sound coming from me is going straight out the window and across the field. Because I couldn't bear to upset anyone by making noise. But Saturday, I just edged it up a little bit. I didn't think it was that loud. But there was a bit where Jerusalem came on and this bloke played the organ. Oh, what an amazing thing, that organ in the Royal Albert Hall. I've sat there near it. When I went to see, what was it was a Proms concert. I can't remember the concert now. It was by Saint something or Saint-Saëns, and it's one of the tunes they used in a pop song years ago. If I Had Words, do you remember that? If I had words to make a day with you, da, 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 da. And that, at that concert, the organ played a big part of that. It's an organ symphony. Anyway, so this bloke comes on, the conductor's there, and he hits it. Da, 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 da. And then they sang, and hear those feet in ancient times walk upon England's mountains green, da, da, and to the home. I don't have to tell you, Jeff, I felt the caravan shaking. It was... This caravan was shaking on Saturday night, and it's the only time I've ever turned anything up in here. Oh wow! I tell you what, it did not enhance the experience. It really did. I think the caravan, if you turn something up loud enough like that, it becomes a speaker, and you are in the middle of it all. Fantastic, fantastic. So, did you see the Last Night of the Proms? apart from the apart from the complete and total and utter abortion version of Jerusalem, thank God they played the real one at the end, because there would have been outcry. It was awful, awful. Anyway, did you watch it? Mandy says that film song was used in the film Babe. The If I Had Words. Did it? Oh, I don't remember that, Babe. Yeah. Andy V, was it a bird with a camera? Well, it could have been. Dave Holland seen Doctor Who at the Proms. Yes, I saw that advertised some time ago there. Yeah. Morning to Heidi Young, who says, I must admit, you didn't hear my telly, did you? Saturday night. It was just one song. It was just one song, and I did look out to see if there were any other lights on. People. Heidi, I must admit, it brings a tear to my eye, makes me proud to be British and proud of my family's long serving in the armed forces. There we go. Andy V wouldn't leave anyone out. There you go. Frank's got those people in the US. Drives me crazy. Oh, dear me. Sorry, I dropped my raffle tickets then. Yeah, I know what you mean. Awful. Jeff heard it in Sheffield. It's probably your own telly, Jeff. I would imagine your wife likes things like that, because I've had a little chat with her. Am I right, Linda? I'm sure she is. Let's just scroll up there. Morning to Shania Steele. Morning, lovely Shania. Hello to you. Fork handles and fork handles. The two Ronnies was great. That was what a lovely thing. I think they had a little bit of time to fill in. I don't know if they actually dropped a programme on Saturday night. It looked like they'd had to drop. It had overrun, and they dropped a programme. But therefore, if they drop an hour programme, then they've got a little bit of time to fill in. And I think that's probably what they done there. I didn't see it advertised at Two Ronnies on Saturday. Morning, Shania. Secret viewer this morning. Fingers crossed for the raffle win. Will you or will you not win the fridge magnet? And today's bonus prize, a Scrap It Man singer. From my nephew's channel there. Okay. Let's just continue scrolling up there. One moment, please. Anything else of importance there? There we go. Back down to the bottom. Good morning to Stella. Stella wins. Good morning, Stella. Do you know what Jerusalem is actually about? It's a strange song. No, who cares, Stella? We don't care. We like the tune and we like the words. That's it. Sounds good to me. Not bothered about going into something too much. I mean, I think you can find possibly stuff in most things that you don't like if you look into it. For example, take something as simple as a chocolate biscuit. Don't read the ingredients before you shove one of those in your mouths. I'm sure it's very, very dangerous. All right, so that's last night of the Proms. And talking of musical things, Diane Abbott. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I don't know how I missed this story. This is almost a week ago, this one, which someone mentioned on one of their YouTube channels. Alex someone. He's quite good, he is. Ex-BBC man. He's got his own YouTube channel there. But rather disappointingly, Labour's Diane Abbott has revealed she turned down a slot on Strictly Come Dancing because she does not have natural rhythm. You see, I don't believe that. I reckon she's got a lot of rhythm. I can just see Diane Abbott at a party. As a member of Parliament, she's in the wrong job. We all know that. But she comes across to me as a little bit mad, and I think I'd get on really well with Diane Abbott. I really do. There wouldn't be any politics or anything like that. It would all be cast to a side and we'd just had a good time. Me and Diane Abbott. The former... Oof, sorry, I've got a bit of a bad back this morning. This started yesterday. And I know how it started. I was leaning over, cleaning my teeth, brushing my teeth yesterday. In a caravan, the sink is very small. It must be a third the size of my sink at home. So you kind of lean over it like that, and I felt my back pulling yesterday when I was doing that, and I think I've kind of shouldn't have done it really, but anyway. So I might wince now and again. The former Shadow Home Secretary, who's 66, praised former Cabinet Minister Jackie Smith for taking the plunge and agreeing to appear on the hit show Strictly Come Dancing. It's not something that I watch. I think it's really good. I love the sparkle and the way it's just excellently produced. Really well done, Strictly Come Dancing, but it's not something I really watch. Asked on Sky News if she'd been approached, Diane said, they have, and I turned them down. I couldn't possibly do it. I think you're doing yourself a disservice there. I think you would have had a wonderful time. You would have had a great time. Diane, you should have done that. You'd be surprised to know that I'm not someone with natural rhythm, so she says, and I didn't want it exposed to millions of television viewers. Former Home Secretary Miss Smith and YouTube star HRVY, oh, that's that young lad, isn't it? Yeah, are among the contestants confirmed for the upcoming series of Strictly. I mean, why they chose him and not me, I do not know. Livid. Fuming, dear. Fuming. She said she was... I bet it's not on the radio on Wednesday, though. Is it Wednesday or Thursday I'm on? I can't remember. I've done a 20-minute show for BBC Lincolnshire this week. I'll tell you when it is anyway. Mrs. Smith said she was speechless with excitement at being asked to join... Oh, well, we're not talking about her, are we, darling? We're talking about Diane Abbott. Yes, she was asked to do it, but didn't want to do it. Maybe, and perhaps you can suggest songs that Diane Abbott there wouldn't be able to cope with. You know, things like 1 to 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock rock. That could be a Diane Abbott thing. Can you suggest songs that Diane Abbott might like to dance with numbers in them? Because she's not very good at numbers, is she? Again, something that I'd have in common with her. Although I don't usually I don't make mistakes with money ever. But I wasn't very good at maths at school. As you'll know, sometimes from my conversions. From metres to centimetres and inches and Fahrenheits and centigrades and things like that. I wasn't very good at maths, but I don't usually make a mistake with money, whereas Diane makes terrible mistakes with money. She's not got a blooming clue. Not a clue. How did she get that job? I think Jeremy Corbyn and Diane at some point, weren't they? Yes. But I think she's great. I do. I like a big personality. I don't care what side of the fence you're on. We love personalities. Daniel Holmes, she could do steps. 5, 6, 12, 7, 6, 9, 4. She could do that one. As I said, rock around the clock. 1 to 9 o'clock, 13 o'clock rock. Perhaps she could do that other one. Summer of 2016 by Bryan Adams. Daniel Woodhouse, Manfred Mann, 59645. Jeff Burnley, 2, 4, 12, 1 motorway. You get it, don't you? Good old Diane Abbott. I'm sorry, I really like her. Always have done. Stella says lefties don't understand economics. No, they don't. Just give it all out. What can we have for free this week? Nina, 516 red balloons. Was the Soviet Union, was it bailed out by the States 3 times, was it? Mandy Davenport, 369 miles by the Proclaimers. Oh dear. Poor Diane. But she'd be good at something. Humour, maybe. Poor lovely Diane Abbott. Oh, can anyone fix socks? Can anyone fit? I've got a sock that I need. Heidi, you're just round the corner. What are you like with a needle and thread, my darling? Can you do needle and thread type things for me? I need a little job done. And I did ask my my nephew's wife to help me out with this, but I've got a small hole in my sock. If I can just swap the camera around there. I've got a small hole in my sock. Could you sort that out for me? Can you do that for me, darling? A little bit of a small thing there. Oh, Denise, there you go. Denise, are you offering, Denise? It's only a small hole. Can you sort that out for me there, my love? I don't know what's happened there. And that would be much appreciated. Yeah, I can drop you off. What can I give you for that? Maybe a couple of stickers? A couple of stickers for a sock repair, if you don't mind. There's another suggestion for a Diane Abbott song there. 8 Till 1 by Dolly Parton. Morning, Chris Williams. Hello, Chris. As bad as the slippers. Worse, Denise. Heidi, not bad, but I'm sure times aren't that bad, Chris, that you can't buy a new pair. Well, a new pair? Oh, Heidi, you disappoint me. I thought you were someone that went out for repairs and didn't just replace things when they looked a little bit tired. Things must be repaired, dear. Years of wear left in that sock. All it needs is a few threads at the bottom. Do 'em up there. What's your problem? Use a sticker. No, that's a good idea. Just a moment. I'm not using one of mine. Hang on, where's Gary's stickers? What have I done with Gary's stickers now? They were all here a minute ago. There's one there. Where have I done his stickers? Do you know, I did this last night with my asthma thing. You know my asthma thing? The spacer, the plastic thing, right? So I took the thing out to replace it. Then I come back. It was gone. It disappeared. Disappeared. That's a very good idea, John Parrish. Just a moment. See if we can repair it with this sticker. Where's that camera gone? There we are. Try and repair that with this sticker here. That kind of works, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe 2 stickers on there. Thanks, Gary. That's worked, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. My foot feels quite warm now with that new sticker on. So many wasteful people on this channel. There really is. Nebulizer. Thank you, Goth. So I took the thing out of the nebulizer, put it, literally seconds passed. Turned around, picked up the other thing, and it was gone. It was gone. And I spent 5 minutes looking for this thing, went around, came in the studio, come back outside, and then I asked my mum, who's in heaven, Mum, can you find my nebulizer? Can't find it anywhere. Looked to the left, and there it was next to the kettle. How does that happen? How does that happen? Thank you, John, for the advice there. Oh, how are we doing on the... Oh, we've got 24 likes. Excellent. Excellent. 24 likes. Let me show you John Parrish's photos that he sent in on the show today. And is Mix Mowers with us today or not? Just a moment. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, you sent a poem in as well, didn't you, John? I did have a listen to that. Thank you. Hey, here's our 2 pictures. Right. Okay. These are. Wait till you see these pictures. They're beautiful. Thanks, John, for these. Here we go. Picture number 1. Oh, cakes. Dinner at famous Dave's restaurant in Denver. That looks amazing. You see, I love eating out in America, and there's a picture of the delightful dog Jasper with his beautiful wife Sherry. Like the flowers as well there. Don't think I haven't noticed the flowers. You seem to, if you don't mind me saying, and oh, look at that old phone there. Oh, we can't see that. You see, I love going to America and eating out in America. They know how to do it. Virtually every place you go out to eat in America, you will never be hungry after a meal in any American restaurant. None of this giving you like 2 chips on the plate or anything like that. It doesn't happen. I hate that when they do that here, don't you? And there's a Sherry. And I love that phone. You've got an old-fashioned phone there on the left, haven't you? Look at that old-fashioned phone with the 2 bells there. And what you seem to do when you take pictures, John, is you look at everything around it as well, don't you? You don't just take the picture. You look at everything around it and set the thing, don't you? Set up the picture before you take it. Beautiful. Thanks so much for those, John. But I love going to American restaurants. You're never hungry. Don't matter. I've been to America many times. 5 times now. I love it. I love Florida. I love Florida. I love it. Except for the lightning, which is both amazing and scary at the same time. The lightning in Florida. Gosh, evil. It's evil. You go in any restaurant, Denny's, whatever, you come out, you're never ever hungry after a meal there. They set it all out. The service is good. You must tip them when you're there. Don't think a tip in America is like, only if you've had fantastic service. You will get fantastic service in America, and you are expected to tip. That is how they make their money. Don't go to an American restaurant and not tip. That, quite frankly, is akin to spitting at someone in the face. That's how it's done there, and you accept that when you go. Same with everything else. Someone opens a car door for you, shove a couple of dollars in their hand. That's how it works there. Denise likes the photos there. You really do. What do they call? Is it frame up? Is that what it's called? Frame up the picture, where you look at the subject and everything around it. So you've got that perfect picture. Fantastic. Frank says that's why we've got lots of fat people. Well, you could be right there, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of big people in America. And there seems to be big, very huge people in America. I mean, really fat, okay? And there seems to be really fit people in America, all running along with their headphones on, but no one in the middle. Isn't that strange? Isn't that very strange? Let me just do something. Does the echo come on if I do this? Have you got echo now? Do you have echo when I do this? On, echo, off. I'm not sure that you do. Oh, hang on. FX to monitor. No, would that work? Echo on, echo off. Does the echo come on then or not? Not sure it does. Stella says people are forced to tip via service charge. In America, here it is. In America, it's a normal thing to tip. That is their culture. You must accept that when you go. You know, it's their culture to do that over there. Australia, completely different. They do not expect you to tip. You did get echo. Excellent, excellent. They do not expect you to tip in Australia. If you give them tip, oh, what's that for? It's a bit like that there. Or it was the last time I went anyway. Is it still 10% in America? I think it's between 10 and 15. I think it's something like that. You know, if you didn't get good service, you would still probably want to be tipping them a certain amount. Yeah. Okay. Good. So that's that. One moment, please. That great bingo in here last night. As I say, it got really hot in here last night. And Steph won a T-shirt. Okay. What else have we got here? I'd like to say a very big happy anniversary today to this lady who's appeared in the Daily Mirror this morning. A mum who married a tree. A mum who married a tree left her boyfriend at home as she marked her first wedding anniversary. The wedding anniversary was with you. This lady, Kate Cunningham, who changed her surname to Elder when she and the elder tree tied the knot. She married a tree. Said the pair are more loved up than ever and they have no plans to divorce. The traditional gift on the first wedding anniversary is paper. She's 38 years old and she said it was one of the best decisions she's ever made when she married the tree at Rimrose Valley Country Park in Sefton, Merseyside in September last year. You may remember this. She celebrated, hasn't that gone quick for her? She celebrated her first year of marriage with 2 friends and some elderflower champagne. Leaving her boyfriend and 2 kids at home, she admits her 15-year-old son is a little embarrassed. Oh, why is that, my love? She's very pretty. It's very pretty, boys. Have a look at her. Have a look at this lady here. Yeah, she seems to be very pretty, actually. She married a tree. Good luck to her, darling. Huh? I might marry my wisteria plant. That's looking quite beautiful, my wisteria plant. The former teaching assistant admitted that sometimes clocks up 5 visits a week to her tree and will forever remain tree voted. She said, trees will always come first. They do keep us alive. Well, stop. Why do people keep cutting the trees down? Stop cutting the trees down, dear. Kate added, I think getting married was one of the best decisions I have ever made. She immediately knew it was the one and is regularly spotted climbing the branches. What are you, at her age? Oh, do be careful, dear. Me and my friends went over to the tree and said hello for a small celebration a couple of days ago. It was a little gathering with 2 friends where we raised a toast and had a glass of elderflower champagne. Not once have I thought I shouldn't have done that. It's something that I feel happened at the right time. Despite causing a little bit of embarrassment for my 15-year-old, he sees the bigger picture now and understands what it's for. Oh, bless. So happy anniversary. Oh, look at this meadow, gang. Yeah, Denise, I know you like flowers and all that. Look at this meadow. What, you would die to live in a meadow like that. Look at that. Oh, all those beautiful different colours and what have you. Isn't that lovely? Wow. Wow. I got to tell you, there's one of the places that I go to afternoon tea, Coworth Park in Ascot sometimes. That has a meadow. You've got to get it at the right time. Sadly, when I took Adam there for his birthday afternoon tea, the meadow had come and gone. In fact, it came and gone while the lockdown was in place, so no one saw it. But they have a meadow just like that there, and it's you can never really time it. You know, it comes up at different times every year depending on the weather. But what a beautiful meadow. Denise says the meadow was like the Flake advert years ago. I remember that. Oh, I remember that. Michael Lawrence thinks he should marry his chair. Why are you sitting in it all the time? Well, it clearly likes your bum, doesn't it? Marry the chair, Michael. Beautiful. Shania, certainly interesting watching a muted version of the show. Well, we can still wave. Hello, Shania. Now she knows I'm talking about her once I've done that. Oh dear. Are you ready to have your speed cut down? Oh yes. Oh yes. Daily Mirror, this was on the news as well. Some sections of the motorway are going to be given reduced speed limits. Oh yes, motorway speed limits are to be cut by 60 mile an hour on parts of the network in a trial scheme to cut pollution. Drivers now face £100 fines for breaking the new speed limits. I suppose that's the normal speed limit fine. Is it £100? It's a lot, isn't it? You think that's a lot of money to lose, isn't it? £100. I think it is anyway. I know some of these youngsters, they go out, or they used to go out, not at the moment, of course, and they'd think nothing of spending £100, £150 on a night out. 150 quid! Can you imagine that? I'd be mortified if I spent more than £10 in a pub. Mortified. I used to limit myself. See, we didn't have credit cards when I was going to pubs and clubs and bars. I would take out the amount of money I was going to spend, whatever that was. Usually about 25 quid, I think it was. And I knew that once I'd spent that, that was it. End of. But now with the credit cards, the pub managers love it when the cards come out because people just forget. Once the card comes out, that's it. They just keep handing it over. Much better to come out to a pub with cash. You take out how much you want to spend, and then when you get to that, that's it. You're done. Anyway, drivers face £100 fines for breaking the new speed limits, plus 3 penalty points on their licence, unless you get one of those boring speed awareness courses. God, how boring are they? I've been on a couple. From the same damn camera. Round here, actually, in Anik. Do you know it, Rachel? Oh, Rachel's not with us. Is Rachel with us? Can't remember now. There's a camera at Anik. Gets everyone this camera. Twice the same camera. How embarrassing to have to tell you that. These new limits will be tried out on the 5-mile stretches of the M6 near Birmingham, the M1 at Rotherham, South Yorkshire from October, the M602 near Eccles in Greater Manchester, that'd be near you, will it, Goth? And the M5 at Oldbury in the West Midlands. Highway Chief says the impact of slower moving traffic on roadside air quality will be reviewed in a year's time. It's the first time the 70-mile-an-hour speed limit has been permanently reduced. I hope they don't start rolling this out across the country. Huh? Mind you, to be honest, it wouldn't affect me because I don't drive at 70. I'm always on the inside lane doing about 55, 60 to save fuel. That's why I do it. In fact, I tell you, the last time I filled up was in Skegness. Do you remember 2 weeks ago? I filled up in Skegness. I drove back to my caravan. I think the next day I drove home all the way to Bracknell. I used a car. Did I use a car last week going out anywhere? Actually, I don't think I did. No, I don't think I did. So next time I'll use the car was to come back up here again. I've come back up here and it's still telling me I've got 180 miles in the tank. There you go. Why? Because I drive at 55, 60 mile an hour. You see, to be fair, a lot of these people driving at the speed of light, you know, they don't leave time or they're always in a rush. I've nothing to rush for anymore. I could leave here now. It doesn't matter if I get back at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the afternoon. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So I can take it nice and easy. I take in the view around me. Inside lane. I'm not a middle lane driver. You see these people tearing past you. Can't wait to get to the next set of lights. Or the next roundabout. Up to you. That being said, I wouldn't like to see speed limits dropped on the motorway, would you? From 70 to 60? Highway Chief says the impact will be reviewed. Interesting. Department of Transport says the trial is among a number of measures to improve air quality by cutting nitrogen dioxide from car exhausts. So I suppose it just chucks out less pollution if you go slower, according to that story. I don't know. Stella, never use a credit card. I use a debit card or cash if I have it. Well, I do use a credit card all the time. I've got two. One's an American Express, but it's got a cashback thing, you see. This is it. When I say cashback, I don't mean, can I have cashback, please? I mean, every time I spend using the card instead of cash, come, I think it's November or December, I get something back. And I've had 100, on the first year, it was like 3% for, no, it wasn't the first year. For the first 3 months of having this particular American Express card, they would give you 3% back. Oh, and came December, I got something like 100 odd quid. It's all right for doing nothing. Now it's annually, and it's quite low now. It's like 0.5% of something. But nevertheless, that's 0.5% of all the money that you're spending by using the card, right? You get something for nothing back. If you're using cash, you get nothing back. That's why I use it. As much as possible, I use that credit card. Stella, driving at 50 after the pub to save petrol. Mick's motor does 670 mile per tank. Yeah, if you drive it correctly, Mick. I would imagine you're someone that doesn't bomb about. Would I be right there? Morning to George Bond. Yes, I did like your bingo game, actually, George. I might look into it and have a look at that software you're using. I quite like the look of that. My bingo tickets, isn't it, or something? Frank's got his American Express, yes. Parkness, they were talking of increasing it to 80 mile an hour. I remember that, but it didn't happen, did it? A lot of roads are 20 mile an hour in Bristol. Yeah, as they are in London, Mick. There's a lot of 20 mile an hour roads in London, isn't there? In fact, funny you should mention that. I saw a story on BBC London News last night. Or it might have been this morning, actually. No, I think it was this morning. I saw it on this morning. If you watch the news channel, breakfast time on the news channel, rather than BBC One, you get the London news wherever you are. So this old, she's dreadful. There's one particular BBC London News girl, and she is just so stiff. It's unbelievable. There's just nothing coming across from her. Do you know what I mean? It's awful. She's absolutely useless at the job. Okay, she reads what's on the auto cue, and she's almost diction perfect, really. She does the job, but there's no X factor there. You know, like with Nagam and Shetty, for example. She has the X factor, doesn't she? You may not agree with what she says half the time. I certainly don't. And the way she does her interviews, but she has an X factor. And this girl on the London News just doesn't have it at all. Anyway, so she's piping up this morning. And in London, they're making a lot of roads. They close these roads at school exit and entrance times. And to make people walk to school. And I saw a story as well this week. I think, again, it was London, in one place where they keep doing something to the roads that make them very narrow. And then someone had parked. This fire engine couldn't get to a fire. Stupid. That's that bleeding Sadiq, isn't it? He'll be gone soon anyway. Ghastly man. Heidi, in Alnwick, it's funny, they used to have the naughty school in the village before Alnwick. Do you mean the when you say the naughty school, do you mean where they did the speed awareness course? North Kyme. I like North Kyme. Isn't it lovely, that little river going through there? What a beautiful little place. That's the way I go home, Heidi. Beautiful. It's funny, they used to have the naughty school in the village before Alnwick, Chris, in North Kyme. Might as well just pull in after and get it over and done with. No, it was always going. It was going out. It was going home. You used to forget this damn camera. Actually, they've changed the camera now. It's now on this pole. My God, it's high up in the air. And you come round the corner and it's positioned in a place where you wouldn't see it. You absolutely have to know that it's there to see this camera. They must make a fortune from that camera. An absolute fortune. Safety, my foot. It's about making money. That's what it is. What else have we got there? Oh, there's Mick Mowers. Good morning, Mick Mowers. Mick Mowers, he got a clock the other day, which doesn't work. He never told me. Why didn't you tell me, Mick? So I only found out about this last night. Oh, my sister was quite proud at that. I don't know. You heard about Mick Mowers' clock not working? And she say with a slight smile on her face, you know, to upset me. Didn't upset me at all. But, yeah, his clock's not working. He's tried a couple of batteries and it doesn't work. You are putting the batteries in the correct way. Haven't you got a soldering iron, Mick? Can you not fix it yourself? So I've got to order a new clock. In fact, I'll get a couple of clocks. I'll get a couple of clocks and we'll put one in the super chat raffle as well. So sorry about that, Mick. His clock doesn't work. Never mind. Sort out another one there. Morning to Paul and Lou. Very nice for you to join us today. Jesus Christ. I don't know why you bothered, to be honest, for the last 3 minutes of the show. All right, what else? Here's something to get back at your children years later. Have you got like a younger child or something? Have you ever had one of those birthday cards? You know, happy birthday, Dad. You're really old now, or something like that. I don't know. Or this bloke in the Daily Mirror this morning. I love this story. How to get back at your children years later. When it comes to birthdays, people often get really excited about the cake and presents. The cards they get a glance as they are opened and are put to one side as you move on to more exciting things. They later end up in the recycling bin, along with the torn wrapping paper and gift bags. But one dad had decided not to throw away the birthday cards from his 42nd birthday. Instead, he put them away in a box for safekeeping, and 28 years later, he was left feeling really pleased with his decision to do so. Fast forward to 2020, and on his 42nd birthday, a chap named Rob Witt was presented with a Saki hand-drawn birthday card from his father. The very same card he'd made for his dad 28 years ago. At the age of 14, Rob had made his dad a birthday card which read, Hello, everybody. He's 42. Of course, we won't draw attention to that, will we? Happy 42nd birthday, Dad, from Robbie. The dad had stashed the card in a keepsake box all those years ago, and after stumbling across it in the loft, decided it would be the absolute perfect gift to use for his son's upcoming 42nd birthday. So he made a few minor tweaks to the design, switching around the names and adding his own message. It read, "I guess if you wait long enough, what comes around goes around." He put it on the Twitter. His son put it on the Twitter. He captioned the post, "Fair play to my dad sending me the circuit card I made for his 42nd birthday. Astonishing commitment to karmic justice. I love it." So there you go. You could do something like that, couldn't you? Eh? Save something that someone's given you years ago, in the hope that you'll still be here to give it back to them. Of course, the other one is at weddings, isn't it? Weddings and that. You know, you're at perhaps your son or daughter's wedding, and then up on the screen where they've got photos going across and that, come pictures of your delightful little boy or little girl who's just got married to someone, and there you are, naked in a paddling pool at 4 years old or something like that. And the embarrassment on your child's face. Oh, it's worth it, isn't it? Isn't it worth it doing something like that? Have you done anything like that? Wonderful. Oh, what a wonderful thing to do. What's the time? 10:10. Good. We're doing a raffle shortly, boys and girls. And, of course, we've got the bingo as well. Worry not. Just going back to this story that we had last week of two of the England football team. They got sent back, didn't they, for inviting a girl to their room, which is bad enough. But this is how you make money, people. Whether you're a girl or a boy, it makes no difference. Most of them will be into the girls, some of them will be into boys. They will. But this is how you make money. All you've got to do is find a professional football player, go with them, and then write to the newspapers. I wonder how much money she'd made out of possibly ruining this boy's career. I've got no time for people like this. You know, if you want to sleep with someone, sleep with them, and then keep your mouth shut. Don't go running to the newspapers then, because you can make a lot of money. Nope. No time for you at all. I do not judge anyone for sleeping or doing anything with anyone, to be honest. But when you go to the papers to make money out of that, that's where I kind of think, nah, you're not a nice person, are you really? No respect for that sort of thing whatsoever. Icelandic beauty queen, Nadia someone or other, I can't gun a story, has spoken about her night with Mason Greenwood, claiming the England ace ate a bag of sweets before things got heated. Well, perhaps you weren't that interested, my love. Perhaps that's why. Did you ever think of that? Why would he be eating a bag of sweets when he could be snogging the face off you? You can't have been that interesting to him. This woman told The Sun that she and Mason kissed before going further, with teammates Phil Foden also spending the night with someone else. They were sent home from England duty after breaking quarantine rules by inviting girls to their hotel room. And why is that even a story? Do you know what I mean? I'm sorry. This woman said the England youngsters asked the Icelandic pair to bring sweets to them. That's a good way. I might try that later with Mark Bowles. Mark, could you bring us up a Mars bar? Please. I promise not to write to the papers. She told The Sun this other girl was in the shopping centre, so they got them the sweets that they asked for. They used the word candy here. It's not candy, it's sweets, darling. Sweets. This is the UK, dear. How many times? We call them sweets. Not candy, sweets. We all chilled together. Mason ate virtually the whole packet of these things, and Phil had some too. But there she is in the paper again. You know. And she don't even look real. She looks like a mannequin or something. See, that's what I hate about it all. When they start writing to the papers. There you go. There you go, boys. Catch some of that. There you go, boys. All right. Like that. And the story goes on, but that's about it. The bloke had to apologise for his actions, whether or not he was fined or anything like that. And then it goes on about breaking the COVID-19 rules. Well, has it affected you? Has it affected you? Well, it hasn't, has it really, darling? You know, you chose to go there, and sadly, you decided to write to the newspapers as well to make a little bit of money out of the story. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. It really is. Kiss and tell, that's right. Kiss and tell, that's what it's called, partners. Andy wants to know if they are Haribos. He probably needed the energy, says Goff. I doubt that very much, not if they're trained footballers. Oh dear, isn't it funny, isn't it, eh? Oh, I don't like that sort of person. Thank you very much. Instagram and stuff like that. I've said before, I think it affects children a little bit, doesn't it? Worried about all their likes and things like that. I ask for likes on this show simply because it helps with the YouTube algorithms. I don't really need, I don't think anyone of sort of our age needs anyone to qualify the fact that we're doing something good or not, really. We just do it. We just do it. Negative comments I usually brush off, as you well know, I do. But for younger people, they are obsessed, unfortunately, with how many likes they get for a photograph or how many little love hearts that they get. And you see them talking, oh wow, I've just uploaded a photo. I can't believe it. I got 100 likes. Or at the other end, I can't believe it. I just uploaded a football. No one's liked a photograph. No one's liked it. So what? You don't need verification that something you do is good. Don't need it. Don't bother. Just do it. Don't worry about likes. It's like all this business with these talent shows, X Factor and all that. You know, you'll do to make the judges like you. I don't think so. No, let's go back to the old days when we had talent shows. People came on the stage, did their thing, everyone clapped, and we moved on to the next one. Why do we have to have judges? What we've got with Instagram and Facebook is a world full of judges. That's what we've got now, a world full of judges. If I didn't do this show, I would not be on Facebook. It's a vile thing. Vile. People shouting and screaming at each other. In The Sun, Peter Andre has revealed that he's worried Instagram is affecting his 13-year-old daughter's confidence. The dad of 4 makes the revelation in the first episode of the brand new second series of his reality show, Life with the Andres. I've not seen that. It's not really something that appeals to me, I'm afraid. God. Peter takes time to record Princess. Is that the name of his little girl? That's a nice name. Princess singing at his home studio, but finds she lacks the confidence in herself to let her voice shine. With regards to music and stuff, they really want to do it, but then, when I say, OK, let's go and record, she gets shy, and he explains after an unsuccessful recording session, and I'm like, well, no pressure, when you're ready, do it. But Peter says he's scared that social media is making his daughter more concerned about what other people think. See? Why are you worried about what other people think? Just do it, darling. Do it. He says, unfortunately, and this is where I get scared of social media, is because they constantly think, what's this person going to say? Or that person, he said. Don't worry about it, love. I don't. Just do it. Do it. This is what my concern is. His daughter had a Instagram account which she didn't want her to have. Earlier in the episode, Peter praises his daughter's beautiful singing voice as he helped her record a song at his home studio. And the little girl reveals her stunning voice in the second series of Life with the Andres, ahead of the family's reality show returning tonight. You know, and this is the worry, isn't it, really? That's the worry. They're just obsessed by likes and little love hearts and things like that, unfortunately. Very worrying. Very worrying. VSTV is worried about the group of... Oh, I shouldn't worry. I don't think there's anyone here with more than 6 friends, is there? Morning to East Coast UK and VSTV joining us for this morning's show. All right. Fun things to do with tech. Good morning to you. There are many trolls on Instagram and Facebook, and you can't do a thing about it, as Instagram don't have any way of contacting them. Plus, Facebook has no one to talk to when things go wrong. There's no room for bullying. Yeah, as we well know. As we well know, tech. When something goes wrong or they don't like something, you get the message saying, this has been deleted, and there's no one to explain to you why. Is there? They just delete it, and that's it. And you get that sarcastic message. Eh? I don't know. Righto, let's do this week's raffle, boys and girls, and we'll see who's going to win one of our fridge magnets. And not only a fridge magnet, a Gary Butler Scrap It Man sticker is about to be won, you lucky people. Okay. Here are our raffle tickets that we've been collecting for the week. Hang on a minute, let me put that there. Very important, my memory stick, boys and girls. It's all on here. Oh, dear. Maybe not. Memory stick. It's all on here, you know. Yes. Quiz night, music round, photographs, everything. Right. Here's our tickets. There you go. Let's give them a good mix. Oh, hang on a minute. It's Monday. Yeah, this is the right ones. I thought it was Super Chat Day for a moment. Then it's not Super Chat Day. There you go. Let's mix up the tickets. Someone's about to win. Let me move that a bit. There you go. You can see them a bit better now. Okay. It always looks like there's not many here in this poll, I must admit. But believe me, they're all in there. All right. Mixing them up now. Are you ready to see who's won this week's raffle? I hope you've been taking a note of your numbers, because we don't read the names out, only the numbers. Park Nest, have you got more than 6 people? So none of you lot have to worry, do you? Me neither. I don't have 6. I'm trying to attract 6 people, not move it down. I'm trying to grow my bubble, not make it smaller. I don't have 6 people to go in my bubble. Terrible, isn't it? Come on, Luke, give him a good mix-up, all right? Okie doke. Right, let's have a drum roll and pick this week's winner. Okay, I have one raffle ticket there. One raffle ticket, and it's ticket number 37. Okay, ticket number 37 is the raffle winner this week. So if you are ticket number 37, claim now. If you're watching a recording of the show, claim by email. That will be there until you claim it, okay? Well, a couple of weeks anyway. I'm not waiting more than 2 weeks there. Meanwhile, all these tickets going... Oh, there's a staple in there. Could have hurt myself, look. All these tickets going here, ready for our once a month super draw at the end of the month, okay? So there you go. You have another chance to win, you see. That will be on... Oh, where's my calendar gone? Oh, I didn't put it back up, did I? I haven't put it back up. Anyway, there you go. Ticket number 37 is your raffle ticket. Paul and Lou lost again. Unlucky, Paul and Lou. Unlucky, Paul and Lou. All right. Unlucky, but it's not a bingo game yet, Andy. We're not doing bingo yet. Not on one number, dear. Daniel had 36. Look, Dylan Hutchinson. It's my number. Is it your number, Dylan? Are you sure? Yes, it is. Dylan Hutchinson. Congratulations, Dylan. And correct me if I'm wrong, Dylan. That's the first ticket you've ever had as well, isn't it? Blimey, how lucky are you? I do believe that's the first ticket that you even ever had. So you're really lucky. There's people on here, Dylan, right? They've been on here a year and still have to win something. Congratulations, Dylan. You win this fridge magnet and this Gary Butler Scrap It Man sticker. Well done. Okay, but you will need to give me your full postal address. I can get this in the post for you this morning. Okay, could you just email me your full postal address where you want that to go, and I'll pop that in the post. It come in a first class letter. It'll have sellotape round it as well. Okay, because otherwise these tend to tear through the envelopes, and that will be in the post for you today. I've got to go down the post box. I've got things to post. Don't suppose who won the T-shirt last night? Yeah, I've got none of those plastic envelopes, unfortunately. My sister has recommended that I put the parcel in, literally in a carrier bag, and do that, which I'll probably do. All right, so congratulations, Dylan. Well done there, Dylan. All right. We'll be giving out more raffle tickets for next week's raffle very, very shortly, boys and girls. Okay, Dylan, I'll keep an eye out for your email when that comes in there. Let me see if... there we are. Okie doke. Have we got one more story? Two more stories for you. Then we'll do today's raffle tickets. All right, so hang around for that, and we'll give out some more raffle tickets for next week's raffle. Going to the Daily Mail on this one. It is in a lot of the other papers as well. Christmas lights. Maybe not this year. Christmas lights. Yeah, it's looking like it, I'm afraid. Christmas lights in the Daily Mail. Christmas will not be the same in some areas of the country this year, as many festive light switching on events have been cancelled due to the virus. Even the festive season will be affected by the virus this year. Many councils have already scrapped plans for the annual light shows. The Metro reports that councils in Scotland have already cancelled their plans for this year's switch on. Areas that have already cancelled their events include East Lothian, North and South Lanarkshire, Perth and Kinross, South Ayrshire, Renfrewshire and Highland Council areas. It's not just light events which have been casualties of the virus, with Edinburgh scaling back its city Christmas market. In July, they also suspended the sale of tickets for their Hogmanay party, but have since confirmed that the event will take place, although scaled back. How sad is that? I've got to show you this. I don't know where this is supposed to be taken. New Milton, Hampshire, covered in Christmas lights. Look at this. Oh, look at those lights. And we're going to miss that, aren't we? I don't know if we're going to actually still have Christmas lights, so to speak, and perhaps not turn on, not have the sort of opening ceremony type thing. Do you know what I mean? I always go up to London and see the Christmas lights. Usually go up to London. As you well know, every Christmas I go up to London. I go to Hamley's toy shop. Then I have a bit of dinner out. Then I go and see the lights and walk around some of the other shops. Won't be doing that this year. She'll miss that. So far, there's been no announcements regarding Christmas lights in London, but earlier this month it was confirmed that the Winter Wonderland would not be going ahead. And I haven't been to that one, the Winter Wonderland, but it's very popular. Loads of people go to that. But what a shame that will be, won't it, eh? If that doesn't happen there. Ah, well. Bum, 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 bum. Boo, 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 boo. One more story then. How old are you? Have you found anyone in your life yet? Here I am, 57. Didn't happen for me. Knew it wouldn't happen. When I was 16 years old, I knew it wouldn't happen. But there you go, one of those things. Captain Tom thought that. He thought he'd never find anyone. He'd given up. Gave up on love. And then met his wife, Pamela, when he was 50. Captain Tom Moore is more than a national treasure. He became a symbol of hope throughout the coronavirus pandemic. The inspirational 100 years old he is. He was knighted for his incredible efforts that saw him raise more than £32 million for the NHS charities by walking laps of his garden. It had originally hoped to raise £1,000 by walking 100 lengths of his 25-metre garden before his 100th birthday on April the 30th, but as the money kept rolling in and his target soon smashed, the World War II veteran kept on walking. The father of two completed his 100th length as a guard of honour of soldiers from his former regiment lined his driveway. And I'd love a line or two of soldiers standing either side of me, I really would. Isn't that wonderful? It received tens of thousands of cards when he celebrated his birthday and was also given a special Pride of Britain award for all he has done. But he met his wife at 50 years old. You know, so perhaps there is hope for us. At age 50, he met his beloved wife Pamela and finally found his happy ending, getting married in 1968. She was 35, he was 50 at the time, as she was working as an office manager when Captain Tom first met her. Isn't that lovely? He said, as it so happened, the office manager was a rather attractive young lady. She looked terrific to me, like a model. So I had to do various trips, and shall we say the attraction with the office manager became stronger, and I eventually married her. He described their marriage as a happy time, and a devoted couple loved the simpler things in life. Pamela loved nothing more than a trip to Marks and Spencer's. That was her dream day out, so we did that a lot. Isn't that lovely? So you see, there is hope. There is hope, although she passed away 14 years ago, bless him. So there's hope. See, perhaps there's even hope for me at 57. You never know. Heidi says, don't give up, Chris. You never know what's around the corner. Well, I keep going round these corners, Heidi. There's no one there, dear. There's no one ever there. Happens when you're not looking for it. Best way. You have to kiss lots of frogs to find your prince. Oh, God, I've done that over the years, dear. But usually when I was off my head and not really knowing what I was doing. It's some years ago now, Heidi. Oh dear. Right. Are you going to sleep again, Michael? I'm sorry. Am I boring you, love? Okay, gang, let's do today's raffle tickets. If you'd like a raffle ticket, please speak now. Good morning to Maureen. She watched Land of Hope and Glory. Land Girls. Maureen says Land Girls, very good series on BBC iPlayer. Lovely music. World War II on a farm. Oh, I haven't seen that. Maureen. Oh, thank you for that. I'll keep an eye out for that. Thank you, Maureen. Let's give Maureen a raffle ticket. Ticket number 113 for Maureen. If you'd like a ticket, please say ticket, please. Here we go. Fran, 114. Jason Hughes, 115. Dylan, 116. McDavenport, 117. Diane Jebb, 118. Denise, 119. Paul and Lou, 120. Heidi Young, 121. Jeff, 122. Tony King, 123. Ross Herndine, 124. Daniel Holmes, 125. East Coast, 126. Gary 2 tickets, 127. VSTV 128. Weird City, good morning. 129. Anyone else, please? Speak now. Anyone else want a raffle ticket for next week's raffle? Please speak now. And while you're deciding whether or not you want a raffle ticket, I should do today's birthdays, gang. Happy birthday on this Monday, the 14th of September 2022. The delightful head of all Waitroses, Michelle White. Good morning, Michelle. Long time no see now, my love. Oh, she's such a lovely person. Happy birthday to you, Michelle. Yvette in Brighton. Good morning, Yvette. Long time since I heard from you. I think it's time to say hello to you once again. Once a year you get. Yvette in Brighton, happy birthday to you. Is it Kenny, C-E-N-I, Ceni or Kenny, I think it is. Rita Hazisi is 38 years old. Happy birthday to you. Andrew Keenan, morning Andrew, 42 today. S.J. Dunn today is 44 years old. Ricky Farugia is 48 today. Scott Hyam, morning Scott, happy birthday to you, darling. Laura Kerr, happy birthday. Cill Shatinia, happy birthday to Cill. And Sharon Fraser today, it's her birthday as well. They're our birthdays on this Monday, the 14th of September 2020. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, boys and girls. One more ticket to give out there to the delightful Michael Pullman. Ticket number 130 for you, Michael. Remember to write those numbers down, gang. 130. Are you all right, Mark Bowles? Mark Bowles not feeling well this morning, darling. He's been drinking too much last night, haven't you, my love? Eh? If you was with me, Mark, you wouldn't have time to drink, my darling. You wouldn't have bleeding time to drink, sunshine. Okay, can I just show you this? They've been, I think the field in front of me, does anyone like a Doctor Who? TARDISes have appeared on the field in front of me. They've been cutting the lawn in front of me. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I took that just before the show today. Look, it's all nice and cut. Isn't that lovely? Eh? But TARDISes. Can you see them, TARDISes? I've got another little bit closer here, perhaps. TARDISes. They're TARDISes, aren't they? Appearing in the field in front of me there. Time Lords will be appearing on the show very soon, I'm sure of that. Oh, Colin K, I saw you there. 131 for Colin K, all right? All right. Okie doke. Let's carry on, shall we? It's time for our daily game of bingo. The prize is an extra raffle ticket, okay? You could get the ticket underneath Colin K. Ticket number 132 is up for grabs. Will you win it? All right, get your bingo tickets out, gang. If you want to join us for our daily bingo game at the end of the show, you can do. Just send us an email, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk, and I'll add you onto the weekday bingo list, all right? And just a reminder, our Sunday bingo will be moving to its own channel in a couple of weeks now. If you want to carry on playing the bingo on Sunday, you'll need to go here and click on the subscribe button. Go there, because that's where the bingo will be in a couple of weeks' time. All right, my loves? Okay. All righty. Bingo tickets ready? Let's bring up the bingo board. There you go. As always, we play for a full house. Only a full house. Oh, Mark Bowles wants a ticket there. 132 for you, Mark. 1-3 ticket for Mark Bowles. There you go. All right, 1-3-2 for you. All right, we're only play for a full house. When someone wins, I will stop the game, and it's then up to you. You then have 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim your prize. Make sure you're on the same sort of time as me at the moment. As I read my clock, it's coming up to it's now 10:39 in the morning. 10:39 in the morning. That should be the time where you are now. Just have a look at the clock on your screen or on your computer. If it says 10:39, you should be all right. If you're off the time by any more than a couple of minutes, you might have a problem when you claim. All right, you will have 1.5 minutes to claim. If for whatever reason at all, doesn't matter what the reason is, if for whatever reason at all your claim doesn't get to me in that minute and a half, then I'm afraid you've missed it. It has to be said that the messages that you see take a little bit longer to get to me. So as soon as you've completed your ticket, shout bingo in the chat box. All right? Here we go then. Here comes your first number on the game today. All the 7s, 77. Have you got the board up there? 5 and 7, 57 you have, yeah. 4 and 3, 43. 8 and 2, 82. All on its own, number 1. All on its own, number 4. 40 blind 40. Well, that's a lot of likes. Thanks for the likes this morning. Thank you for the likes there. 40 blind 40. 1 and 6, sweet 16. Tra la 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 la. Happy birthday, sweet 16. Blah. All the 5s, 55. 7 and 4, 74. 4 and 2, 42. All the 6s, 66. Click no fingers, baby. 30 blind 30. 5 and 2, 52. There's no corners, Mark. 52. 3 and 7, 37. 7-0 blind 70. All on its own, number 5. Top of the shop, blind 90. 6 and 1, 61. 6 and 5, 65. 2 and 9, 29. 2-0 blind 20. 8-0 blind 80. 5 and 8, 58. 5 and 3, 53. 6-0 blind 60. 2 little ducks, Denise, 22, quack quack. 8 and 4, 84. 1 and 5, 15. 3 and 1, 31. Boris's Den, number 10. 4 and 1, 41. 4 and 8, 48. 1 little duck, number 2. Quack. 2 and 3, 23. 2 and 8, 28. 6 and 2, 62. 5 and 6, 56. 4 and 7, 47. 7 and 3, 73. 2 and 4, 24. 3 and 4, 34. All the ones, legs 11. 7 and 1, 71. 8 and 3, 83. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Woo, woo. 6 and 7, 67. All on its own, number 3. 3 and 6, 36. All on its own, number 7. All on its own, 1 click, number 6. 1 and 7, 17. 3 and 8, 38. 2 fat, morbidly obese, non-talented Gemma Collinses, number 88. 8 and 7, 87. 5 and 4, Studio 54. 7 and 2, 72. 7 and 8, 78. 2 and 5, 25. 3 and 2, 32. 7 and 5, 75. 4 and 6, 46. 8 and 9, 89. 1 and 9, 19. And a 19. And a 19, 19. 6 and 4, 64. One fat, morbidly obese person with absolutely no talent whatsoever, Gemma Collins, number 8. 1 and 8, 18. All the 3s, 33. 3 and 5, 35. Unlucky for some, 1 and 3, 13. 1 and 4, 14. 4 and 5, 45. 5-0, blind 50. 8 and 5, 85. 4 and 9, 49. 8 and 6, 86. 1 and 2, 12. 2 and 1, 21. We have a winner on 21. Let's bring up the clock, gang. If I can just get that. Mark Bowles, when are we going out on your bike, Chris? Oh, that'd be nice. We only need one seat, really, for you to sit on. I'll sit on your lap, if that's all right with you. Is that a problem at all? Is she still with that girl that you're with, dear? What does she say when you play Get My Cards Out? What does she say, Tina, when you get those cards out of me on them? Are they stuck above your bed to look at while you're, you know... Who's going to claim the bingo? Come on. Chop, chop. Chop, 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 chop. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've still got another 12 numbers to go, yeah, haven't we? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Gemma Collins, dear. Christ. And to think we had people like Vera Lynn. Gonna give her the elbow. Excellent news, Mark. Excellent news, dear. I don't seem to have any of those pictures of you on my memory stick yet. Perhaps you could send a few over, darling. Eh? Sort of action shots, perhaps, shall we say. Or what about some action videos? Have you got any action videos of yourself? This one not going to be here? Oh, dear. Okay, well, looks like we're carrying on for a winner, gang. That one's not there. Ready? Here comes your next number, boys and girls. Stand by. You ready? Next number. Thank you, Mark. 7 and 6, 76. 8 and 1, 81. Oh, hang on. Let me take the clock off, otherwise it won't time down again. That one. 8 and 1, 81. Where are we going? Here we go. 7 and 9, 79. And 2 and 7, 27. There we go. Winner on 27. Just one. Okay. One winner on 27. And clock. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Who's going to get this other raffle ticket? Bit hot now. Getting a bit hot now. Who won the raffle? You ain't sent in an email yet. Come on, chop chop, dear. Oh, there it is. I can see it now. Oh, is that where you are? Okay. Oh, yeah, they're not too far from me, are you? Can we have a bingo? There she is. Lovely Diane Jeb. Shouting bingo within 20 seconds. Look at that. Lovely. Shut down the clock and checking Diane H's numbers this morning. 1, 16, 17, 24. Last number 27. 31, 33, 41, 47, 52, 66, 67, 72, 85 and 87. Congratulations, you lovely lady. Diane Jeb wins the bingo today. Oh, Diane. Let me give you another bingo ticket. Lovely Diane, you beautiful lady. Where are we now? There we are. Get that ticket out. What? Your ticket number 133, Diane. All right. Ticket number 133 for lovely Diane this morning. There you go, Diane. All right, love. Diane, 133, right after Mark Bowles' number. Look at him. Can I just kiss your ticket, Mark? Thank you. Alrighty. Well, thanks very much for joining us on the show on this Monday morning. Back with you tomorrow, gang. 8:45 tomorrow morning. And, of course, tomorrow night, it's Tuesday night tomorrow. And it's time for our Tuesday night quiz. That'll be tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. I think my nephew's coming round a little bit later. I've got some painting to do today. I'm not hopeful. I'm really not hopeful at all at the painting, but I've got to paint our new transmission mast. Poor Paul and Lou, maybe you'll win tomorrow. I wouldn't hold your breath, lovey. I would. I'm sorry, I wouldn't hold your breath. Have a lovely day, boys and girls. Thanks so much for joining us, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Bye-bye now.